exactly why we do it. Let's learn something if we can. Okay, so we have this transposition into a pierce, which means transposition means you can reach the same position via a different move order, right? So this is kind of a mainline pierce until he plays d5, which he must be a Grunfeld player. I bet, if I'm right, he's a Grunfeld player, so which means he's sort of preparing for this, right? He's preparing for this and then wants to play his d5 and play a Grunfeld, and so just sort of failed to recognize that we did not go for a Grunfeld because I played 2 knight c3 and then transposed back into e4. And so the difference is that one of the key points to black strike with the Grunfeld is that you're bringing the knight to d5 and then you're taking on c3 to open up the diagonal for the bishop, and black gets this long-term pressure. You're not getting any of that here. And in this situation, the diagonal is just as strong for white. I mean, black doesn't really have anything as far as the pressure on the center. And this e4 pawn is weak to go with it. But, okay, it's probably playable if he strikes really early with c5. He really can't afford to wait, because if white strengthens this center, it's only a matter of time before either this pawn becomes obviously weak, or I use that center as sort of a launching pad to attack on the king side. Remember, always attack in the direction of your pawn structure. That's a serious piece of edumacation there. So probably you have to play c5 early here. The idea would be that you're sacrificing the c-pawn in the hopes to get this e-pawn here. I'm like Jitterhand. I can't quite grab the right pieces because I'm sitting a little differently in my chair today. A lot of bullet chesses have it. I'm serious, so I got to readjust myself. But I wouldn't take it. I'd likely try to play c3 and see if I couldn't support the center. Because in the game, that type of approach is what allowed my attack to be so successful. See, what happens is, if you are controlling the center and you have this natural counterplay potential on the king side, it makes nothing but sense to just go for an attack here. Whenever there's a pawn on e5, by definition, your opponent will not have a knight on f6, right? Which means the king side is always weaker. Remember that. So, it's not like I'm just waking on that side of the bed and deciding to play bishop h6. It actually makes sense for white. And that's exactly what I do here. And, okay, probably you could argue that h5, h5 followed by takes is also just winning, just blow open, and I don't think he has time to deal with the attack. But because I was winning and it was a bullet game, I decided not to calculate, #laziness. And I decided just to support the center, because the easiest way just to limit counterplay and say you're not getting anything here. Not in my house, right? You know what I'm talking about? Maybe you don't know what I'm talking about? Okay.
Not in my house.
You know what I'm talking about now? Right?
Not in my
Now you know what I'm
house.
talking about. That's right. Not in my house, sister. That's right. You remember. You remember who told you that. Okay. So the attack gets started, and after that it was the bee's knees. But there are some positional lessons. Again, you can't try to play like a robot out of the opening and try to play the same opening without really paying attention to the fact that this is no longer a Grunfeld. You know, this is a Pierce, and probably you have to play d6 and try to hold the dark squares, which is the traditional thing to do here, not play d5. So that's where the troubles first started. After that, if you've got a big space disadvantage, you have to look to strike and open the center. And undermine the center because your opponent having more space means your pieces will have less squares, and less squares means your pieces will be less active, and less active pieces are not as powerful as the other person's pieces. So the tactics tend to start to swing that way, right? It's like a natural progression. You know what I'm saying? Right? Unlocking the secrets to chess about space. Okay, we got a million other people here on Twitter looking for something. We're all looking for something, right? Love, is it? Is that what we're all looking for? I think so. I'm having a hard time keeping track of everyone's username on Twitter, but I'm going to do my best to accept you one at a time. GM Reigns, let's do it, man. We'll go e4 against you. We'll play the Scandinavian, rock and roll. Don't rock my world, because I am a little country girl. Or boy, depending on how you look at it. All right. Should I go to Sacktown in this game? I don't know. Maybe I should go to Sacktown. Let's go for the attack again, because it just feels right. Feels right. We're going to take with the pawn, even though it seems anti-positional, because our goal is to just limit counterplay over here. That's why I took with the pawn. Keep the knight in front of the king, because that's exactly what he's about to do, is something like that. But I'm hoping he's too little too late. The only issue I have is that after this check, and he moves... Oh, he should have just taken, I think. After this check and he moves, I didn't see an immediate follow-up. Where's the immediate follow-up? Take f7 first and then knight check? Maybe. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. I mean bishop check, sorry, to remove the knight. Now, I would take h7 intermezzo. Ah, he says no thank you. He says no suit for you. I don't want his king to get out. I don't want his king to get out. You stay right where you are. I'm not letting you go anywhere. I'm not letting you go anywhere, all right? Not today. Not tonight. Remember what Dikembe Mutombo said, right? Remember what Dikembe said. Okay. He's holding on. He's holding on. I guess we may not end up getting checkmate. Maybe we'll just simplify into the endgame here. Maybe not. It'd be nice to get a little checkmate. It would be nice. But maybe not in the cards. I'm just gonna... Oh. First checkmate. Anytime we get a checkmate, ring the bell. That's a new thing I added. Checkmate on the board means bell rung. So anytime you hear that bell ringing and you walked away from your desk, you're like, I gotta get back and see what happened. That was fun. Okay, checkmate. This was a Scandinavian, a gambit Scandinavian. It's just not a very good opening for black, but, you know, it has its points. Black is sacrificing the queen side to open up space, which opens up counterplay, which usually gives your pieces lots of fun. And, okay, but a pawn is a pawn, no matter where you live, no matter where you're from. The same currency, always. A pawn is a pawn. And there we go. Probably against the system I did, he should maybe play early knight d4 and try to just eliminate the bishop pair. It would seem likely for him. Like, a good idea, right? It's always a good decision here. That's right. Well, it probably makes sense. It's raining here. It's raining in Arizona. That's how you know it's a lucky day. Where you're from, rain probably is a bad luck thing. But where we're from, Arizona, rain, that's like... All right, so probably he should try to eliminate the bishop pair. I don't know. I've played this development before because I like getting the bishop to this diagonal against the Scandinavian. It makes sense. In fact, it's actually a line they play against the main line with e4, d5. And these lines, like even in the main line these days with queen d6, often a common theme these days is either a fianchetto or the bishop striving to get to this diagonal because the diagonal has been opened. So it's sort of a positional, it's a reoccurring positional theme that White's bishop does well on the h1, a8 diagonal. Because of that, I try for that, but I'm probably losing the bishop pair if he just puts the knight on d4, but then I'm thinking, well, I'm up a pawn, maybe he's losing some time. But I think knight d4 would have been good for him. And the way it went, I just kind of launched the attack. This one's a little bit more careless than the last game, where it made a ton of sense, because he can stop it with h5 after h4, h5 instead. And I don't see... I don't know, White's still a little bit better. I'm up a pawn and you know, a little bit ahead in development. I can probably still castle either side in this position and be totally fine. Even play g3 and fianchetto the bishop the old-fashioned way. But he didn't do that. He let my attack roll on. That was probably his best chance. And you know, the way the situation developed, taking with the pawn is a good move for me, I think, because it keeps the queen side solid. I'm not really planning on doing anything with this king until after I've gone for checkmate, so it's not like a traditional scenario where I'm going to castle long and let him get counterplay against my counterplay, if that makes sense. So, anyway, so there you go. Yes, I will now accept the challenge of you, Mr. VIP Chess Champ. I know you've been all over the place reminding me of your handle on Twitter. I appreciate that. All right, VIP Chess Champ, you're up. Let's do it, man. Me, you, Taj Mahal. I want Holyfield. I'm going to play e5 today and play knight to c6. Ooh, we have liftoff. Oh, snap. We have a... Oh, I don't even remember what to do against this. This isn't even fair. You can't play this way. This doesn't seem fair, although I like it. Me like it, yeah? Oh, very much. Luigi. Look out for the giant meatball. I don't know where that came from. That came out of nowhere. Oh, guess what? You know what it means, right? What does that mean? We ring the bell. Checkmate, homie. And not VIP Chess Champ's best work. He's actually a pretty good player. I think he's done well against me in some simuls before on the big show. Some other shows we do. Okay, we got the Super Scion, but this one was a fried liver, which of course you can play. I play the most traditional defense for black these days, which is you give up this pawn and black sort of tries to flip the script on white and get a challenge back in terms of development. And so that's the idea. The real problem for white is that even taking a second pawn, if you're wondering why he didn't do that, doesn't always lead to the best positions. Black just wants to get castled. I want to use my bishop pair and lead development and just go for the gold, right? I mean, that's my only idea here. So he ended up getting a similar sort of position in the way the game went, and I still got the bishop pair and all the light squares that go with it. But he ended up wasting probably even more time. I mean, we're on move, 15, and the queen has moved like 7 times? I don't know. And, okay, of course he doesn't have to miss checkmate, but what's he do? Something like this, and I can even play here, and it's still wild and fun. And if he plays queen f3, I might even just trade into the endgame, because guess what? I have a threat. You want to pause your clock and see it? Let's pause the clocks right here. I'm going to let you guys see what the key idea is. And this is actually a really good mating pattern, or at least an attacking pattern to keep in mind. If you're ever playing against an open king and the queens get traded, it's not over yet. You still have a chance, all right? You've given up the queen. What I need you to do now is go into Tau mode. Go to Tau mode. Come on. Go to Tau mode and zone in and see the idea. See if you can see it. I'll tell you what it is. The idea for black is a rook lift to the open file. That's checkmate in 1. That's a threat. And after they move, you check, and then you can go after this pawn. And so you basically keep the mating net alive. And this idea, because you have this light square bishop, which they don't. So that's a fun little idea. Maybe some people in the chat saw it. I don't have time to monitor chat. And even if I did, I wasn't going to monitor the chat anyway, because most of the time all you guys are doing is either saying mean things to me, okay, or making fun of somebody. Why can't we all just get along? Why can't we raise the standard of human quality participation on the internet, on the interweb? Can you do that? Little differences. You can help. All right? No, I'm kidding. This isn't a lecture. All right. But we haven't really had a best game yet for the premium memberships. If you're just joining us, again, this is a Bullet Brawl. I'm playing pretty much everybody who I can within the given time slot on Chess.com. If you don't have a membership, go sign up, because if you play, you can follow me on Twitter and tweet your username. If you play, from now on, we will be giving away 3 premium memberships in every show we do. Why? Because we can. That's why. Because we can. And because you're worth it, cover girl. You are worth it. So there we go. The Super Scion. You were next. You were next on Twitter. Thank you for following me on Twitter, the Super Scion. I forget your username on Twitter, but let's be honest, it doesn't matter. And let's move forward. We have a Chichilian. Chichilian. Never mess with a Sicilian when death is on the line. I watched The Princess Bride with my 2 boys the other night, the first time. Just fantastic. I feel like I'm really educating them when I'm watching movies like that. Like all the other stuff they're doing in school, like none of that matters, all right? I really don't even care. As long as they understand who Amigo Montoya is, all right, and they know when I quote lines like never mess with a Sicilian when death is on the line, as long as they understand like where I'm coming from when I say that, that's really all I care about in life. I know what you're thinking. Okay. I know what you're thinking. Wait, can I do this? Yes, I can. Even though it's slightly tricky here, he missed something right at the end, yeah? I've got that idea. So I win my pawn back. I'm going to take it. Nice. I'm going to take on b2 here. Right. Now I'm going to go threaten checkmate. Right. Yeah, right. It's going to take there. Right. I'm going to go attack a knight. And if we take that knight, we're going to win the rook on h1, yeah? Ooh, nice. That was a good move by him. Probably the best move, actually, but now I can just take and bake. Take, check a Ruski, go pick up that guy, take here, NBD, bring the rook up, give a little check a Ruski. Just playing tickle right now. Although, actually, I have to be a little careful if I want to win. I'll play this way. It's probably the most accurate thing to do. We'll go give check on e3 and then push d5. Push d4. Check. Go back. Play tickle. Always play tickle when you're up on time. You know why? Because it makes it harder for them to hold. All right, little tickle. If you can repeat moves, that rule there's that rule every Russian schoolboy knows to repeat. That rule never rang more true in Bullet when you have a time advantage. If you're out there like, how can I get better at Bullet? There's a quick Bullet tip. You know why? Because you can also pre-move. And the only way for them to like keep up with you when they're down on time is to pre-move themselves. Well, think about it. Can he pre-move King F1? No, because he's already in check if he does that. So he has to pre-move a rook move. So if you give check, you've killed their pre-move and they just waste a ton of time on the clock. I know, that has nothing to do with chess, but that's just going to make you 100 points better at Bullet. So to clarify again, if you're in a position where you can repeat moves, you don't need to worry about winning the position as it should be done. You can repeat things in a way that doesn't change the position, and it makes it much harder for them to keep up as far as time. Again, because they can't pre-move themselves. Right? Does that make sense? Okay. There you go. That's it. So we got a lot more people coming our way here. A lot more people here. Lots. There we go. Linky. Right. You are on Twitter. My English accent got worse over the weekend. I don't know what happened. It's probably the cold. Sorry. Sorry for all you fellow English accented men and women out there. As if it's not enough normally that I just butcher your accent. Now I have to do it in a bad way, right? All right, let's play the Verisov and see what happens. Let's see what kind of magic we can make. Magic, we can make E3 is the best move there, not F3. That was not the right decision by me. But I did it anyway. Oh, and now it's going to get weird. I'm going to get real weird, all right? I like to think of my Verisov like I'm a banshee and I'm on an attack and I'm like 2 moves away from checkmate all the time. And there's nothing they can do about it because I'm like a snake. And he saw the Greek sacrifice. Good for him. All right. Well, guess what? It ain't gonna matter. It ain't gonna matter. I'm still gonna come after you here, Haas. I'm gonna come after you here, Haas. Time to cowboy up. That's right. Here I come. Here I come. I'm going for checkmate. It's time. Okay, right. Take it. Nice. Oh, right. I don't really want to trade queens. He'd like that, wouldn't he? You'd like that, wouldn't you? All right, I'm going to let you trade queens. I'm going to let you trade queens. I'm going to let you trade because I'm going to get that e4 pawn and head into f6, and I'm still going to checkmate you. Anastasia style, baby. Knight and rook. The Arabian mate, homie. Arabian or Anastasia. I'm going to come into f6, right? Is that an outpost square? Because I'm going to put my knight on it. Is that an outpost square? Because I'm going to put my pony on it. Ooh, right. Yeah. He's playing well, actually. It's too bad he's going to lose on time. This guy actually defended that attack really well. Got to give him credit. Yeah, too bad. You actually defended that really well, buddy. Seriously. What was your name on Twitter? All my trash talk aside. Remember, I trash talk for the kids. I don't do it for myself. I know what you're thinking. Wow, this guy, he's really being mean. Why doesn't he pick on somebody his own size? Well, first of all, I do pick on people my own size in these Bullet Brawls. At least I'm not one of these guys out there playing only low-rated players. But we only trash talk for the kids, remember? If they don't have a healthy dosage of what they can say at the board and trash talk, how will they ever become obnoxious opponents to play? For the kids. Linky, there you are. Michael Therkildson at Z-A-R-O-Y-A-A. Fantismo. You defended really well. What happened there? Okay, first of all, I played a bad Verisov. F3 is not right, and what you should be doing to expose this really awkward development of the dark square bishop, and then F3, which takes away the square from the knight, is being aggressive here. That's why I'm supposed to play E3 in this line. I just, bullet, right? So when you didn't do that, that lets me kind of get a normal attacking position, but this is basically a direct transposition to a French. Although in this particular kind of French was c5 before a6, that's usually a no-no in the classical, right? Can't I play knight to b5 here and pop a pony into d6? Popping ponies, you know what I'm talking about? There's no check winning the piece because my bishop defends it. So, and if you take it, I might just give check anyway and then go here. So probably after knight to b5, you want a castle anyway, and then I go here. And the point is we get some sort of position where I still have this, I have this square on d6 as soon as I'm ready to take it. But okay, I mean, what happened in the game was probably pretty good for white, I guess, after this bad opening by me. I guess just playing a more traditional I played for a cheapo here, gotta be honest. So I played knight f3. You guys know what I'm threatening, right? Bishop takes h7, knight g5 check, and then queen out mate, shake and bake. That is how the Troy Greece fell. What happened there? Like, was Greece attacking Troy? And then they did the horse, which was a gift for Troy, right? Or was Troy attacking Greece? You know, it's like I really got to work on my history here. I don't remember. And does it even matter? Because once Brad Pitt plays Achilles, I mean, that's it. That's all anyone's going to remember about Greek mythology. Like, hey, do you know the legend of Achilles? No, but I know Brad Pitt played him in some movie. Anyway, so this just got fun. This just got attacking town, and this was... But okay, like, despite the bad opening, he did exactly what he was supposed to do. He simplified the position as best he could, meaning when you're about to get checkmated, trading minor pieces, eliminating your opponent's firepower when you're the one under attack, always a good decision. Deserving of a Sam Adams. And I went for this anyway because I envisioned picking up this pawn and putting the knight on f6, but if he does nothing... I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to put the knight on f6, then I'm going to take, and the rook and knight have their own mating net going on. But h6 allows him to play king g7, and that prevents me from kind of just blowing my way through. So it was interesting, actually. I don't know, he's losing here, of course, but it was still about the best defense he could have played. So, all right, well, I've won a few games in a row. You know, if we keep going here, it's going to be time to enter beast mode. A lot of players still. A lot of players coming at us here. A lot of tweets. I see you there, Rithwick, 2002. I'm gonna try to accept your challenge, except you're not in the top 20. Let me see if I got anybody else who's challenged me and is right there on Twitter. Why am I saying it like that? I don't even know. All right. Well, here we go. We got another one right here, Mr. Sai3. But right now, who was that? Who was that last game? That guy's deserving of a premium membership. I forget who I played last game. Linky. Somebody get that guy a 1 month gold. He's the first one to get a premium membership. Linky. I don't remember. The guy I just played last round. That was a good game. He defended well. Best game so far, so we're going to give that guy a premium membership. All right, we're going to grab that pawn and then bring it back. And then we're going to grab that pawn. And if he takes it, sorry, buddy. Ouchtown. Population U, bro. Ouchtown, man. It's Chekalina Lashlamba coming right there. That's Norwegian for checkmate. It's also Russian for checkmate. There's a lot of ways to say checkmate in multiple languages. Say Chekalina Lashlamba. Anyway, that's a lot of pieces. That's the point. Too many pieces, not enough time. We take more pawns. We enjoy more pieces. We're going to go grab that rook if he lets us. All right, instead we'll just grab that guy. Okay, that's a lot of pieces. See how many times I can pre-move this one out. Let's just pre-move. See if we can win the whole game by pre-moves. All right, but we don't want to stalemate him, so I got to be a little careful here. Okay. Not checkmate. That means the bell does not get rung for another time you wait. All right. I'd love to go over this one and many more, but I can't really because there's a lot of challenges waiting here. A lot of people who follow me on Twitter, and if I don't try to get to some more of them, here we go. Pretty sure this was a username I saw tweeted at me. Hytham Beast. Way to go, man. Welcome to the Bullet Brawl. See how far we can pre-move in the opening for kicks and gigs. We have a Tarrasch now. That's fun. Tarrasch type structure. We will take there and then put the knight there. Bishop e7 and castles. That's going to be our idea. Gotta blow my nose here in a minute, everybody. Like, thanks, Danny. TMI, man. TMI. Oh, I get it. I get it. I want to use my bishop pair, clearly. I want to use the bishop pair, and I want to maintain the tension in the center. Tension is your friend. Okay. Tension is your friend. Build on tension. We're going to build up on this tension, and no, we'll keep the pieces on the board. Keep the attack going. That's a pawn that I will take. That is a pawn, and that is a cheapo, which I respect. I never have a problem with cheapos when it comes to Bullet anyway. You got to respect a good cheapo. Gotta respect a good cheapo. Now I'm going to play there and threaten checkmate and win the piece. Instead of taking, I think he has to play g3 now, which means I'm going to win the bishop. Fall for it. Fall for it. Y'all know what I'm saying? I think I win that bishop for free now. Hyphen beast mode, you did not, unfortunately, play this game in beast mode. But I'm in beast mode right now. That's like 7 games in a row, right? Boom. Let's keep this thing going. There's been some title players who've come along. They get a little bit tired of me playing games, and they want to jump in on the show and see if they can take me down. But so we'll mix it up here and grab a title player or two and see if we can get some really tough opponents. A lot of these games are designed to be a little more educational. But we're trying to get to as many challengers as we can, and I hope you're enjoying the show. If you're just joining us on Twitch, where have you been? And go and sign up on Chess.com. We still have 2 more premium memberships to give away. I've only given away 1 to Mr. Linky. Link. I feel bad. I already forgot. I don't even. I mean, the username was confusing. Too many consonants in a row. You know, too many consonants in a row, man. You got to think about what you're doing with consonants. You got to put them away. You're going to hurt somebody. All right, let's do it. I don't really want to trade queens, but I'm going to have to allow it. Oh, no, he doesn't. He doesn't go for it. Well, that makes me happy, because I feel like that was a good thing for me. I think I can do that. Maybe. Oh, but I don't actually get anything if he plays queen c5. Darn it. I would have liked to have... Oh, he didn't, though. Can I just take and win a piece? I guess so. I guess we'll just take and win a piece. Seems good enough. Seems good enough. We'll grab a pawn or two. What would Brian Boitano do? He'd probably grab a pawn or two. That's what Brian Boitano would do. What would Brian Boitano do? He'd probably grab a pawn or two. Now he'd go for a mating net or two. That's what Brian Boitano would do. Go for that mating net, baby girl. Do it. Do it. He doesn't want the bell rung on him, so he lets himself run out of time. Checkmate, we would have heard that bell, right? Okay. All right, well, a lot of other players, not quite enough time, so I'm going to decline a couple and go accept our first title player match of the day, where I put the rating points on the line. That was the first title player who's been here. He's been here for a while, so he deserved an acceptance of his challenge. Whoa, town. That got weird real quick. Whoa, town. Everybody's getting weird now. Did you hear that? That's thunder. It's storming outside. You thought I made it up when I said it's raining in Arizona. No, I don't make up things like that. Only 2 things I never lie about. One of them's rain in Arizona. I don't know if that was the best decision by him. I don't think that was the best decision by him. But all title players get a best of 5 experience. That's part of the guarantee. We offer a few guarantees here on a Bullet Brawl. One of them is that all title players will get a fair shake. I feel like Abraham Lincoln right now. You know, delivering some kind of like all men are created equal address. We'll just put the bishop on that diagonal, I guess. It's a whole rook. He should probably just resign, let's be honest. But he's not going to, because he's a fighter. He's got the eye of the tiger. But not the Rocky version, the Katy Perry version. Alright, we take, push. A rook is a rook. I guess we'll just go attack that queen. No checkmate for him. No checkmate for him. We'll attack her again. Right? Attack her again. Now it's time to go grab a pawn or two, because that's what Brian Boitano would do. Bring that queen over. Attack that rook. If he moves it to the wrong square, it might be checkmate. Oh, but it's good enough. Alright, so that's one. As we said, right?
No, no, no.
Not in my house.
No, no, no.
Not in my house, man. Alright, rematch it. Rematch town. Best of 5. Let's go, buddy. We are waiting. We are waiting. There we go. Alright, he joins the show. He wants revenge. Right? Don't we all want revenge deep down? Unfortunately, Mr. G. Memon Carter, he's, oh wow. What's going on, buddy? He's struggling with his connection. That's unfortunate for him. Struggling with his connection, connectivity issues. See a doctor if it lasts for more than 4 hours on those connectivity issues. All right. Well, I still got to play a few others for sure. We got to give away a couple premium memberships, right? We have got to give away some premium memberships. Many of you, I am declining your challenges to let some of the people who have not had a chance for their challenge to show up to me get in on that action. Because the way it works to prevent people from being spammed and kind of destroying the whole event by shutting down the server. We've had that happen a time or two on a Bullet Brawl. We've now limited it so that somebody can only see up to 20 challenges coming to them at a time. So sometimes we have to decline people so we can see some of the other challenges that are waiting, right? All right, I think I'm going to let GM Carter off the hook as far as playing the best of 5 because he just doesn't seem to have the best connection today, right? And we don't ever want to rub it in. So let's take on another Twitterer and player looking to get in on the Bullet Brawl action. Let's do it. Welcome to the show, Jumanji24. Jumanji, one of the most underrated Robin Williams movies. Although the special effects, you watch movies like that now with your kids, and you're like, man, that was a horrible, horrible movie as far as special effects go. Because we're so spoiled. So spoiled by things now. Alright, we have a weird dragon. We'll see how this one goes. A weird dragon. Probably going to try to put a rook on c8, and maybe I'll sack the exchange. Oh, I wanted to sack the exchange, but he hung a pawn instead. So that would be irresponsible of me to sack the exchange when there's no reason to. It would be irresponsible. But now I will. Look at that. We've been waiting for that sack the whole time to open up Forktown. Population Forktown. Look at that. That's a lot of forks, not enough time. Right? I got 99 problems, but a royal fork ain't one. We got another one. Another day, another dollar, another dime here, another member. Welcome. Welcome. Oh, game has been aborted. Okay. Wait a second. Victor Holland, I've played you before. You sneaky guy. Hopping on the show. Hopping on the show. Not Victor Holland's first Bullet Brawl. Alright, we have a weird dragon. I don't know what's going on here. This is weird. I'm probably not even going to waste F3 because the structure's changed. It makes more sense to just drive F4 and F5, right? No reason to play it in the same traditional way when he hasn't played it the same way. Probably just F5 here, or put the bishop on C4. Yeah, put the bishop on C4 to hold hold down the fort in the center and then play f5. Try to take and put the knight on e6. That's the good idea here. Oop, he lets it happen, and I will thank you. But I may not even take the exchange. I may not want that exchange. I may want more. You know what I mean? Something else. That's a knight. We will take that. All right. We've got a few others here. Maybe I'll just take the bishop. Maybe I'll do nothing. Put it there, actually. Gang up. Gang up so we can go get that. Try to get a checkmate. Okay. I want to thank everybody else, too, who follow me on Twitter and who's been challenging me, who I'm probably not going to get to your games. My apologies in advance. We can't get to everybody, but I do try to make an effort to not play the same usernames. Victor Holland, that guy snuck in, right? I do try to make that effort. So don't feel like your effort will be in vain. Guess what? It's time to go crazy. Time to go Tal mode on this. You know what I mean? We're going Tal mode on this. We're going with a bullet simul. Let's do it. 2 games at once. Robo, make your move, man. I got to get this simul going. There we go. Oh, he was okay. We don't have 2 games at once anymore. All right. Well, maybe I'll make another game here in a second. Don't pre-move if there's a capture possible, because in case they play a bad capture, you don't want to lose a piece, right? That's why I undid my pre-move. Undid my pre-move. Now we're going to try to get an attack on the queen side if we can. I will trade. I will take that. I will see your and I will raise you. Now I have this nice little fork. All right, and that's a piece. Bring more into the fray. Play f6. Not sure why, but for some reason I like that move. Not sure why. All right, let's do this. Let's go bullet simul here. Let's go bullet simul if we can get somebody on board to make a move. Take there. Aha, we have a bullet simul. It has commenced. The bullet simul has commenced, everybody. This is where things get crazy. This is where things get wild. We have a dragon. We have a dragon, and we have lots of fun going on here. This is crazy. We're in Tal mode here. He takes it. What to do? No, you can't hesitate, Danny, when you're in a bullet simul. There's no hesitation possible. Do not hesitate. He who hesitates will lose. Now I'm going to lose a game that was otherwise winning. Story of my life here. Oh, I'm going to lose. That was stupid of me to do the bullet simul, because I like bullet simuls, but I like winning more. I have no way to mate him fast enough. And I need to just focus on the other game. I don't even know what to do. I'm gonna flag. Oh, I lost both games now. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I can still win this one. I lost one in the bullet simul, the one that was winning. That's not fun. I don't like losing. So, that means we have to give what's-his-name a premium membership. We'll give him the 1-month platinum for accepting my gracious gift of the bullet simul. Now I'm going to try to play a little faster here against this guy. Trying to go as fast as we can, not to lose on time. 3 queens. Why? Because why not? Okay. Well, that was frustrating. When did I enter the bullet simul? How stupid was that? And I was just winning, but I started panicking because I was freaking out, man. I was freaking out. I entered the bullet simul back here. Yeah. I was just up a piece. But, okay, what I did was still winning. I just, time on the tickety. Almost held my ground, but there you go. So, Mr. Zartosh71, you get a premium membership. Contact Brother Josh or Brother Josh or Kirkland for a 1-month platinum membership. All right, we got to give away one more premium membership. So somebody impress me. Somebody play a delicious game of chess before we end today's Bullet Brawl. We got to keep these live shows under 60 minutes, roughly, because I got other things to do. All right. We have a Panopodvinic, IQP, as they say. As they say in the lingo, an IQP position. Right? Is that an IQP, or are you just happy to see me? I'm pretty sure they say that. Somebody's probably said that, like at some point. I mean, besides me, I would bet. Right? We would bet that somebody would have said that at some point. What I want here is the whole thing. I don't want a piece. I want to find a way to get a winning tactico. But this has been a pretty good game so far by Black. Maybe not quite deserving of our final 1-month diamond membership. We will take, and now we will, yeah, I guess, bring up some pieces. But wait a second. That didn't seem like the best idea for him. Go like this, I guess. I wanted to do that, but it doesn't win. Huh. All right. Hashtag epic fail. That wasn't exactly what I thought it would be. And he is surviving because of it. But guess what? We get to ring the bell. We played for checkmate and we got it. All right, here we go. Mr. Idol, welcome. Welcome to the show. Thank you for following me on Twitter and tweeting me your username. Thank you for being a part of the Bullet Brawl today. Man, I'm still pissed that I lost that Bullet Simul. I'm not happy about that. I know, it's insane. Normally I've been doing those Bullet Simuls lately with like an increment, right? So I was really kind of pushing it. Or maybe I haven't been playing with an increment. I don't even remember. I literally can't remember yesterday. So that's the truth. Oop, look at that. That's a double attack, and I helped. Queen on h7. Knight on c6. I will graciously accept your sacrifice to the gods. Wait a second. Should I just take a rook? Take a rook? No? Guess so. Why not? Take a rook. Back up and guard the bishop. Nothing to it. Now Rekharovka. Delinai Rekharovka. Castle's queenside. Rekharovka. We're going to try to bring in that queen and get a checkmate attack. But you don't want to overly invest in a checkmate attack if you don't have the dark square bishop when they do. Because often they can defend, and there's no point in overly investing all your resources in that. So we'll play some logical moves instead. We'll come over. We'll go get the C file, perhaps. That seems like a fun idea. That seems like a Sam Adams there. We'll give check, and then we'll grab the H file with mate. Is it going to be mate? It's going to be mate. If he lets it happen, boom. Guess what? We ring the bell. Checkmate. Here we go again. We got another one. Another tweeter, too. Thank you for following me on Twitter. Thank you for tweeting us your username. Let's do it, man. Ooh, a B3. That's usually fun. A B3. I don't know why I keep doing this. I hate this system that I keep playing. And I keep doing it. Hashtag definition of insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over again. Who does this guy think he is? A Karu Nakamura? What's this guy doing? A Karu Nakamura chess, right? Uh-oh. But I'm never happy with the system I get here. So far he's doing fine. Perhaps we will try for F4 as soon as we can get it. We want F4 as soon as we can make that breakthrough happen. Boom. That's what we want. Boom. Take there. Even that way we're going to take with the queen, so we still got this thing on lock. Back up, but that was, at least he calculated the tactics well there. I'm threatening the knight. We'll bring in more. Bring in more. Now we'll pin that knight. Look at that. And now we can play knight e5. That is a pinned pony. You got a PP on the PP. That's called piled pieces. Piled pieces on the pinned piece. I learned that from Fun Master Mike at Chess.com. I know what you're thinking. Are you serious? Yeah, I'm actually dead serious. PP on the PP. Go get some. Check. Now there's got to be a mate here quickly. No mate? Alright, let's gobble the rook. No mate. I thought there would be. But alas, I was foiled again. But we get mate that way. Alright, but guess what? Because I like that guy for following me on Twitter and tweeting the username, he will also be getting a diamond member. He will get the 1 month diamond membership. Actually, can I redo that? I'm allowed to, right? It is my show. Okay, so we're going to give Linky, the first guy I said, he gets the 1 month diamond. This guy gets 1 month platinum. And then the guy who beat me because I was doing the bullet simul, he gets 1 month gold. So that's going to be the order of priority. So we'll remember that. I know you guys are thinking I'm talking to myself, but I got lots of staff help here. We got a full team of people at Chess.com, believe it or not. Everybody's happy, too. So there you go. Mr. Linky gets 1 month diamond. This guy gets 1 month platinum. Other dude in the bullet simul gets 1 month gold. It's like Christmas for Chess.com memberships. All right, I'm getting a little antsy, and we haven't quite reached an hour yet. So I'm gonna go bring in a title player and see if we can get an epic bullet brawl. I know what you guys are thinking. You don't want this show to end without a good old best of 5. All of you are getting your challenges declined right now. I know. If you listen closely, you can hear the hearts of members breaking. Better luck next time. Better luck next time, and you will be invited to the Bullet Brawl. But we got to get a best of 5 here against somebody within my rating range. That would be the bees. The bees' knees. And a lot of you, I recognize your usernames from Twitter, so be back. Be back. Dasumph, Jake56789. Why is 6 afraid of 7? Am I right? Elementary school humor. Anybody else dread the summer because I can't wait for school to start again. My kids are back in school, right? Stressless. That's the less stress life. All right, you guys are all wonderful. Everybody here. Novice Master 101, you tweeted at me. And I remember that you were an early tweeter too. I'm sorry I didn't get to you, buddy. You will be next time. You will be next time. Zerve, I just declined you. You will also be next time. All right, I can't do this. I'm just going to go challenge somebody directly. Who wants to get in on this? Let's do a seek. Let's do a seek. Let's do a seek for a 1 minute game. And let's do a Let's do a custom seek for 1-1 as well. And let's go challenge some people. This guy maybe wants to play. Maybe. Oh, we got it. We have a taker. Aha! Here we go. Oh, man. That loss to that guy in the simul cost me a ton of rating points. What was I thinking? Now I got to get back above 2,600. Okay, somebody remind me not to do a bullet simul when I'm above 2,600. Because that's just like playing with fire here. I mean, believe it or not, I actually care about the rating here. I do try to play good players and to improve my rating. So I don't want to drop below 2,600. What was I at? I think I was at like 2,609, right? Lost 20 points in one game from that bullet simul. That wasn't a good idea, was it? That was not a good idea. Why is this guy taking so long? I don't know. Oh, are we playing 1-1? Oh, man, we're playing 1-1. We got increment in on this. Which means we better play good moves. Because he will beat me if I do not. That didn't sound right as far as grammar goes, but I said it. It's done. It's over with. He will beat me if I do not. One. High quality chess moves are of the priority here. And we have an interesting dragon. It's a little bit stranger by him. Stranger danger. Should I sack the exchange? I don't think so. I don't think sacrificing the exchange would have been necessary there. We sack the B pawn and go for the attack. Although that probably wasn't a good decision either, was it? Ugh. Not happy with my chess here, everybody. Alright. Bad game right now. I'm going to have to come up with something magical to hold this position. And it may not exist. That magical thing I'm talking about just might not exist. Yeah, so he does that, as he should. I think I'm just totally lost here. Totally lost here. We'll take there. And at least think we might have a chance. At least the increment means that I also have a little bit of time. So that's kind of helpful. I guess I'll go there. Can I do that? I don't even know what's going on anymore. Oh, uh-oh. That was an accident. That could not have been good. He's just going to bail out with the draw. Oh. That's frustrating. Losing rating points. But okay, a bad game for me that round. First title player. Let's stretch it out. Let's go, buddy. I don't want to end this day below 2,600 any more than you want to end this day not winning this best of 5, so let's do it. I think if I beat you, best of 5, I should get back above 2,600. I think. Maybe. Maybe, baby. Alright, but no more bad dragons. No more bad dragons. We have a Nightorf here. I love playing Tickle. It's my favorite thing. I love doing it. Going for the main line. Play knight f5. Take, he takes. Bishop e2 and h3 are actually both moves that have been played more often, but I'm pretty sure Magnus Carlsen has played this line with queen to d2. Magnus Carlsen, not sure if you've heard of him. So white has the bishop pair here. and I hope to get pressure on the e-file with my strong knight on d5. And that's the idea. We are officially over an hour for today's Bullet Brawl. Can I just bring the rook over and say I don't care about the c2 pawn? Maybe I don't care about the c2 pawn, but maybe I do. Or sorry, the b2 pawn. Okay, that's all right with us. We'll come over here. Okay. I guess we'll take it. We'll give check and we'll come back here. We'll get the king off of this diagonal. Or open file, excuse me. We will take... Yeah, we're not too afraid of that trade, actually, because it will open up the H file for us to potentially go after that H6 pawn. God, the chess is so much different in these 1-1 games. Like it's actually just so much higher quality, right? It's insane, the difference in terms of the level of play. Huh. Okay, play there. Gonna try to use our bishop. Gonna try to use our bishop to create some undermined action over here. Okay. He takes, we'll go there. I guess I can go here. G4. Can I not take it? I guess I will. Maybe come down. That's what I was thinking anyway. Huh, this position is going to be crazy. Oh, I don't have enough time to calculate it. Oh, what was I thinking? Oh my gosh. I'm going to lose. Just blew the winning endgame and with it a ton of rating points. What was I supposed to do? B6 was bad, I guess. But this position became a total mess. Ah, this is what I should play, duh. Because now if he plays G2, I can give check and come behind the pawn. I felt like my pawns should have been able to keep up with him. But a miscalculation I had. A miscalculation I had. We'll play a dragon, but this time we'll play it better. This time we will play it better. It's a little strange. Stranger danger. We definitely like our chances better in this one. So far, anyway. Huh. Now what? I'm not sure. Yeah, I wasn't thrilled about that, but decided I kind of had to do it. Huh. Probably not the best thing. Not looking good for me here, everybody. Getting a little distracted by obnoxious people trying to text me and such. It's like, don't they know what I'm doing here? Don't they know that today is a Bullet Brawl day? I don't even know. I don't know what happened there. Okay. Not going to sit here and pretend. I somehow swindled my way to a victory. That's what happened. And I'll take it. All right, we continue. We continue. Now we go with the Verisov, traditional Verisov even, with bishop on g5 instead of bishop on, okay, now here, instead of bishop on f4. Got to win this best of 5, got to somehow come back. Somehow come back here. And then I'm going to have to work to get back above 2,600. Right? Got to do that. Yeah, and those of you who have won the premium memberships, you can collect again. You heard me announce it. Just go ahead and contact the staff members. I have already let them know. Already let them know. And that makes it even more fun, right? Make sure you don't miss any future Bullet Brawls, because you might miss your chance at a premium membership. Fun fact. Okay. Simple chess developing here. Simple chess, I like to call it. Castling my king by hand. Now what? Bring the rook over. Makes sense, I guess. Now I can trade on the c file. Yeah. We'll go for it. And we will pin it. Now we want something magical here. Come on. Where is it? Where's the magic? There's the magic. Huh. I wanted something more. Indeed I did. Can I win the b-pawn? maybe I can. We'll do that. Oh. Maybe we can't win the b-pawn. At the right time, perhaps we take it. Maybe it was not the right decision, actually. But I did it anyway. Ugh. Don't know if that's the right decision either. Ah. Resign. All right, best of 5 continues. I lose rating points, but it continues. I got to win now. Any draw or loss, and it's over. All right, let's forget this dragon here. Let's play a Najdorf. Real man's chess. Najdorf. He likes this increment, doesn't he, huh? He's probably one of those guys I would have a bigger advantage if there was no increment, it seems. He definitely is using his time well. I will say that. Playing good moves. But hoping to get a good one in this line here. A line that I like. One of my favorites. A fun little way to play these positions, actually. Now I forget if I'm supposed to sack the piece with the E or the C pawn. The E pawn feels right. No, I'm supposed to give check first. That's why. I'm supposed to give check first and then take. Otherwise, he would have played knight d6. So yeah, this is how you're supposed to do it. And now I can go gobble up the a2 pawn, but first I'm going to get castled so that I can try to attack the e5 pawn. This is the idea. And it's a tough position for white, I think. Right? Tough position for white. If I take and play c5. And I'm going to win the e5 pawn. That was the hope anyway. Oops, no. First give check. Now maybe take it and take here. So I have 4 pawns for the piece, but it's tricky. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Darn it. Okay. Oh, I thought I just mated myself, but I didn't. What am I doing? I'm messing up the position. That's what I'm doing. All right. I did it. The match continues. One more. Winner take all. One more winner take all. The best of 5. All right, we'll go back to the Verisov. My old Blitz number 1. Oh, you old damsel. This time we'll play it the messy way. We'll play it the messy way. Not to be confused with Lionel Messi. Interesting. Nah, not even. We don't even care yet. Now we will. What would Brian Boitano do? Again, remember, he'd probably grab a pawn or two. I think I can grab a pawn here, actually. Go for it. Grab a pawn, take back. Aha. Maybe that was not the best decision by me, huh? Shouldn't have done that. I was in a better situation with the attack, so got greedy. Forgot about this e4 idea. It was a nice shot by him. A nice shot by him. But the game continues, does it not? Oh, blunders. Blunders, Danny. Blunders, Danny. Avoid them. No time. Give us a check, I guess. I don't have any time. Oh, that's not fun when you don't have any time. Sure isn't. What is he doing? Just like that. Just like that. Somehow, I came back and won this match. No way. No way I should have won that game. But you know what? If I win the best of 5, at the end of the day, we have a special treat. A special treat. We get to bang the gong. I was given this as a gift recently. How's that feel? If I had lost, we wouldn't get to bang the gong. Only when we win the best of 5 do we bang the gong. And somehow, some way, I made a comeback. And I don't even... This guy played fantastic chess. He says he couldn't stop looking at the video. Well, I would feel bad for you, I am a newbie, if I wasn't the one making the video while playing. So, not going to feel bad for you. Although, just minimize it and just beat me, dude. That's the way you do it. And then check it out later, man. Check it out in the video archives. All right, but seriously, you probably played higher quality chess than I did. I just swindled my way there. My guess is you're a pretty strong international master who maybe struggles a little more with the time, because I got the feeling I would have been much faster than you, but playing the 1-1 kind of equaled the playing field a little bit. So the increment makes a big difference as far as the quality of the chess. And you played well, but I did it. Barely, right? Now I get to play Matumbo, not in my house.
Not in my house.
Not in my house, right? I get lucky. I got lucky, and we get to go out on a good note. Any day you get to go out on a Dikembe Mutombo finger wag is a good day for you. So thank you, everybody, for joining the show. Make sure that those of you who get your premium memberships get them updated. Turns out I already irritated our support staff member by changing it up on him, and so he has to go back and update who gets the diamond, who gets the gold, and who gets the platinum. But I apologize, and love you all. Good night and good luck.